Hi guys, I'm back. My name's Brydie and I'm going to be talking to you today about primer, foundation, concealer and powders. So that's right, we're going to be talking all skin stuff, no eyes today. I have already put my brows on and then done a little bit of a coverage on my eyelids, but I'm going to go straight into priming and doing the foundation and everything and just talking a little bit about the products that I've got in front of me. So the first one that I'm going to go into is the LA Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. This is one of those primers that is a fine line and pore blurring primer, so ideal for all skin types. Initially I'm going to take about that much there and just go through and put that through my T-zone, and it's going to blur everything out and give a really nice finish to my skin. I've already pre-moisturized. It's really important, no matter what skin type you have, to moisturize before doing makeup. It makes everything sit better. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go into the LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. This is an ivory. On there, and I'm initially going to start trying to do it just with a sponge and see kind of how that comes out, and then if I need to I'll switch it up and use a brush, just depending on how well it applies. Get really good coverage straight away, that's something that I can tell. Just remember, if you are using a sponge, to make sure that you dampen it first. Obviously not going to apply as well if it's dry. Now I have a combination dry skin, so something that I can do throughout the day if I'm wanting to use a matte foundation is actually have with me a hydrating spritzing toner or setting spray, and I can spritz that over my face just to give a little bit more hydration, because that's something that I often find I lack if I use a full coverage matte foundation. But if you have combination oily or normal oily or just straight oily skin, this would be ideal just to be set with a powder and setting spray if you like, and you should be able to leave it all day. This colour's pretty good tone, pretty fair at the moment. I quite like to dab foundation on even if I use a brush to get my coverage. So I just keep going over the areas that I want more coverage and layering rather than wiping, because when you wipe over your skin you tend to wipe off what you just put on. So I'm not doing very big amounts either at a time, I'm just doing a small amount. Just wanting a little bit more coverage through the centre. And I have actually worn this foundation before and it did wear really well. I was very impressed with that, and then after that I actually went and watched some other reviews about it, and yeah, most people said the same thing, so that's kind of cool. It's nice to have an affordable foundation option, even if you'd use something like this foundation as your everyday and then maybe have a higher end one as your special occasion. Quite happy with that coverage at the moment, so what I want to do now is actually go in with a bit of concealer and see how that goes over the top. You can put concealer on first if you want to, but I do find that you get a better finish if you do it after, and then if need be you can always put a little bit of foundation back over the top of it if you really want to blend it in, or blend in just sort of the edges. So I'm going to use the Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer from LA Girl, and this one is in Porcelain. I'm not sure what colour I would be in summer, but right now I'm really fair, so I prefer to use the right tones in my foundation, and then if I need to darken up my skin, I do it with a bronzer and contouring and get all my colour from blush. So I'm just putting on a small amount to start, just to see the coverage there. Just patting it in rather than wiping, so that I'm not compromising the coverage. And you will want to set the foundation and concealer also, just to make sure that you get that added longevity and you don't get creasing. And anytime you do put a powder on, if you have fine lines or dryness in those areas, it is going to be a bit accentuated. That's normal. Any product that you put on is going to show up a little bit, so don't be disheartened by that. Pretty much can't get rid of that unless you have some cosmetic enhancement done. So it's best just to roll with your natural skin and know that it is normal. I haven't had anything done to my face, so all those fine lines are there. Okay, that's a pretty good coverage there. I could add more, like if I was going out, if it was evening, I'd potentially do a little bit more, but just for every day, I think that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is set that. And I've actually got two powders here. I've got the LA Girl Banana Powder, which I have used a few times, I think, in some of these videos. So I might give the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder a bit of a go. This is transparent. Just going to get my little brush here. I've already made sure that there wasn't any creasing under that side. Because whenever you set under the eyes, if you set it with a crease there, it's going to set the crease, and there's not a lot you can do about it after that. Just go down the smile lines, center of the face. And then just while I'm here, I'm actually going to pick up the Insta Conceal Contour Creams by Rimmel London. And I'm going to use the contour shade to just warm up my skin a little bit, being that I'm a little bit lighter at the moment. It's always best just to start with a little bit, and then you can always add more if you want to or need to. It's just giving a little bit more dimension to my face. And blend in really nicely with the LA Girl Matte Foundation. And then I will set all of that as well. Blending that, bouncing over the top, not bringing it down, just moving it around and then slightly blending up. And depending on how you like to do your forehead, you could bring some in here. Like for me today, because my hair is actually going over this side, I would probably only do a little bit here. And really push it into the hairline. Just where the sun would naturally hit you. Again, just use a little bit at a time, because you can build it up. That's a really easy way to create a quick base and go from there if you want to add a little bit of bronzer or more contour powder and blusher, and then you could do your eyeshadow and pop a little bit of lip colour on. But I really wanted to focus on just kind of the skin at the moment and just show you a few of those products there. I hope that you got something out of that. If you have any questions, please just ask them below or private message us, that's fine, and we can answer any of those questions for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you guys next time in my next video. Thanks so much.